Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about great leaders. We'll be talking in particular about Jomo Kenyatta, well known as the father of Kenya. Jomo Kenyatta was born in 1894 as Kamau, the son of Ngenge in Kenya. It was a time of colonialism. The Kenya was being ruled by the British, and the natives were considered to be citizen number 3. So you have the settlers, the British, which are citizen number 1, and the European settlers being citizen number 2, and Asians citizen number 2, and the natives, the people of the land, considered to be citizen number 3, which is the last of all citizens. He was a member of the Kikuyu agriculture tribe. Kenyatta is popularly known as Nze, which means old one. Now, to many people in the West, particularly, when you call someone an old man, you may consider it to be rude or disrespectful. But in Africa, in many countries in Africa, in Kenya, in many countries in Africa, old man is calling someone old is a sign of respect, which means you appreciate the person, and the person is wise. At the age of 10, he contracted the Jigger infections, and this is a very important part of his life because this is the first initial contact he has with the white. He went to a white missionary and underwent successful surgery, and he was baffled by what he saw, so he ran away from home and went back to missionary to be a pupil so he could study the Bible, English, and carpentry. After he left the missionary, he went to Nairobi like many other young men during that time. It was the city, that's where they could get a job, and so he scored he got a job as a clerk in the public works department. That's where he adopted the name Kenyatta because of the fancy belt he loved to wear, and that was the name of the belt, so they call him Kenyatta. 1921, the first protest movement against the white government was done, and Kenyatta joined the following year. That was actually the beginning of his entrance in politics. In 1928, Kenyatta wrote a newspaper, which was in his native language, which means he will brings together, try to rally the different tribes so they could fight against the white government. In February 1929, Kenyatta went to London to testify about the injustice that was going on in Kenya. The lands were taken away from the natives and given it to the whites, which was very disrespectful to the people. Here you can see the pictures on the left. People, natives showing an ID card, trying to identify them to be citizen number 3, and Kenyatta, and that's Kenya now. But when he went to testify, nobody actually showed up. So he was he wrote a letter to the Times stating all their main issues that they were facing in Kenya, which is the land security, poor educational facilities, and high tax, and also a lack of representative in the government, and also interference in their traditional customs. Kenyatta went to and traveled throughout Europe. He went to Russia, he went to many European countries, studied in London, and he briefly joined the Communist Party. That's where he met Kwame Nkrumah and W.E.B. Du Bois from the NAACP. He also organized protests against Italian invasion during World War II by Mussolini. He was invading Ethiopia, which will make Kenyatta a very good friend of His Highness Haile Selassie later on. Um, and Damano is Odinge was his vice president, and he will end up being his opposition at the when Kenyatta becomes president finally. So Kenya got their independence on December 12th, 1963. Kenyatta went on to amend the constitution, and he became the president of Kenya. Yeah, you can see him. He's standing in front of the state house. He actually does not sleep there. He believed there were too many frogs making noise, and the ghost of the white were there. And the whip he's holding it was actually a gift from Haile Selassie. You can see down here with him. Kenyatta left. He brought a lot of investment in Kenya, and Kenya was actually progressing very, very well. But like many other African leaders, you know, they will have opposition, usually from their close friends or their vice president, who may try to overthrow them for many reasons. So Kenyatta died on 22nd August 1978 in Mombasa on Tuesday. And the nation were shocked. All workplaces were shut down to mourn this man, even though before at the time there was a lot of tribal misunderstanding between his many tribes on the land issues, but when he died, the entire country were silent and mourned this and acknowledged what this guy did for their country. So the legacy he left, he pointed Kenya into the right direction. He has a university named after him. He has an airport named after him, and this is a great quote Kenyatta made about the white people, teaching them how to close their eyes and pray with the eyes closed, and they took off the land and gave them the Bible. So this is where I'll leave you. Thank you very much, and subscribe for more.